Well, for one, it's an extra set of eyes and ears, and then obviously I've got to know Sergey well over the last couple of years, and played a little bit against him in the way back in the '90s in the American League, and I just just the type of player he was. He's been in the organization since he started. He's been on 3 Stanley Cup teams, so he's got a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience, and like I said, we've built up a relationship over the last couple of years. So certainly a welcome addition, and I think he'll really be able to help us out, help the forwards out, face-offs. I mean, we're going to get into a little bit more from a job description standpoint, but he's a good person, and like I said, I think he's a welcome addition to the staff.
What's this first week, when you guys up here, what's that like? I mean, you have a couple guys here that weren't in New Jersey training camp. Is this kind of a feeling out the time?
Yeah, we'll get to look at them a little bit. There's a couple guys that Carrier I've seen a little bit before, and the 2 Russian kids I have not. So it'll get a opportunity to look at those guys, and then still evaluate on some of the guys that. Some of the young guys that we had in New Jersey as well. And then obviously we know that this week turns into the next week where players start to trickle down. Obviously the big club still has close to 2 teams up there. So, we'll just keep doing what we're doing here, and the opportunity for some of these new guys to show what they can do is certainly going to be there. And like I said, get a bit of more of a book on some of these young guys that are draft picks.
How are they classified? Are they camp invitees? Are they on PTOs? I mean, what is there a...
Good question. I'm not sure. I think they're just invites and will be on either PTOs and ATOs. I'm not sure exactly what the wording on that or how it works. That's Chris handles all the paperwork.
Obviously, the core, a lot of the core of your team isn't going to be here yet. You just do the best you can with the guys you have for the exhibition?
Yeah, no, there's still a fair amount of guys, and you got some guys in here like Helgeson and that came in late in the year, so we know a little bit about them and are still learning about them. But you just take it day by day, and we're going to still implement our systems and work on stuff. And we've already put, Pete DeBoer got into systems right away, and I think it's a great thing to do. And we followed suit up there once we got on the ice, and so these guys, the plan is to have them in as good a shape and ready to go, and everybody on the same page by the time the first weekend in October rolls around.
What have you seen out of Boucher? You got to look at him last year, at the end of last year. What did you see from him in camp so far?
I thought he had a really good camp. He had a good jump. He was finishing his checks. Not a big guy, but he's strong on the puck, protects it well. I think he came into camp in really good shape and had a good showing. We know he can shoot the puck. Obviously, he's going to be a guy, even though he's young, that we're certainly going to look to score. I think now is just maybe finding some chemistry and maybe somebody that can get him the puck, or whether he's I don't think he's that one-dimensional where he's just a shooter. He's made some plays. He sent Sislo in on a breakaway against the Rangers, made a heck of a play. So last year coming in, I don't want to say it's deer in the headlights, but it was towards the end of the year, and he just kind of getting his feet wet. But I thought he's looked more mature. He's looked physically better than taking a step in the right direction in that regard from last year. So I think there's a lot to be excited about this kid. And like I said, he had a good showing at camp, and he's just got the biggest thing with him is he's got to maintain that over the course of the year, but also keep up the pace that he was playing at the NHL level the last couple of weeks.